Hello everyone, good morning students. Dear students, in previous class we discussed about the chapter lines and angles. We revised the chapter lines and angles, and in that chapter we discuss all the important concept related to lines and angles, and we take and solve all the questions of all important question of your NCERT exercise based on the lines and angles. Okay, now dear student, today we are going to discuss about your new chapter. Today we are discuss going to discuss about your new chapter, which is quadrilaterals. All the chapter is to be already discussed. Now we revise some important concept of the chapter quadrilaterals. Okay, now dear student, let's see some important concept related to quadrilaterals, which is very important chapter for your examination purpose, and we take and solve some important questions of your NCERT exercise based on them. Okay, now let's see. Dear student, we discuss about the quadrilateral. Now first, what is the quadrilateral? You know that very well. Any line segment, any closed figure bounded by any four line segment. A closed figure bounded by four line segments is known as what? Quadrilaterals. Okay, here dear student, A, B, C, D is a quadrilateral in which AB and ABCD and ADBC are their opposite sides, and angle A and angle C are said to be opposite angles. Angle B, angle D are also known as the opposite angles, and angle B, angle A is the pair of adjacent angles, same as angle B, angle C is known as the pair of adjacent angles, same as angle D and angle D is known as what? Pair of adjacent angles, and angle A, angle D is also known as what? Adjacent angles. In this way, dear student, we can say that in any quadrilateral there are two pairs of opposite angles and four pairs of adjacent angles, and if we join its vertex AC and BD, then it is called what? Diagonal. Okay, so there are two diagonals in any quadrilaterals. So this is the concept of quadrilaterals. Now we take some important result based on quadrilateral. Now we discuss about the angle sum property of a quadrilateral. Let's see. Now we discuss about the angle sum property of a quadrilateral. Dear friends, in any quadrilateral, the sum of all angles of a triangle is 360. Means that all angles of a triangle means all angles of any quadrilateral ABCD, angle A plus angle B plus angle C plus angle D equal to 360. So this is one of the most important property of quadrilateral. And dear student, we in previous classes we also proved that results. Okay, so you can solve you can prove that results. Because of this is also completed that chapter. Now dear student, we take and solve some questions of the quadrilateral based on that properties. Let's see. Let's see a question, and your question is, in a quadrilateral ABCD, in a quadrilateral ABCD, the angles ABC and D, ABC and D are in the ratio 1:2:3:4. 1:2:3:4. Okay. So in a quadrilateral ABCD, the angles of a quadrilateral are in the ratio 1:2:3:4. Find the measures of the measure of each angles of the quadrilateral. Each angles of the quadrilateral. So let's see, dear students, this is one of the most important questions of your syllabus. Let's see. In a quadrilateral ABCD, the angles ABCD are in the ratio 1:2:3:4, and we find the measure of each angle of the quadrilateral. Let's see its solution. First of all, dear students, let the required angles are the required angles are. Let the required angles are angle A is equal to x, angle B is equal to 2x, angle C is equal to 3x, and angle 4 is equal to what? Angle D is equal to 4x. Now, what I do, dear students? Now here we apply the angle sum property of the triangle. Okay. Now, since according to angle sum property, of the triangle, what is the property? Let's see. Angle A plus angle B plus angle C plus angle D is equal to 360. Okay. Now we put the value of each angle in that relation. Let's say that we had x plus 2x plus 3x plus 4x is equal to what? 360 is equal to what? 360. Now we get as what? 2, 1, 3x, 3, 3, 6x, 6x, 4, 7, 10x. 10x is equal to what? 360. Now 0, 0 cancel to each other. So in this way, we get the value of x is 36. So, dear student, hence in this way we get the value of x, which is equal to what? 36. Okay. Now, what I do? So, the required angles are thus the required angles are, let's see, angle A is equal to what? X, which is equal to what? 36. So angle is 36 degree. Now angle B is equal to what? 2x. Okay. So 2x is equal to means 2 into 36 means 72 degree. Okay. Now angle C is what? Angle C means 3x. So 3 into x means 36, which is what? 108 degree. And angle D is what? 4 into x. He means 36, which is 144 degree. So, thus, student, in this way, we can solve that type of questions. Okay. First of all, we take the required angles of the quadrilaterals are x, 2x, 3x, and 4x respectively. After that, we apply the angle sum property of the quadrilateral, and hence we get our results. Now, dear students, we take and solve some more important questions. Okay, some more important question of your NCERT exercise. Let's see. Let's take a question, dear students, and solve it. In a quadrilateral ABCD, in a quadrilateral ABCD, CO and DO are the bisectors of angle C and angle D respectively. angle C and angle D respectively. Angle C and angle D respectively. Okay, prove that angle COD is equal to what? Half of angle A plus angle D. Dear student, this is one of the most important question of your NCERT exercise. Okay, let's see very carefully. Let's see, dear students. Here in a quadrilateral ABC, so first of all, we draw a quadrilateral. Let's see. Suppose that first of all we draw a quadrilateral A, B, C, D. So let's see its solution. First of all, let A, B, C, D is a quadrilateral. Okay, now let's see. Here CO and DO are the bisectors of angle C and angle D. So angle CO and DO are the bisector of angle C and D respectively. Prove that angle COD. We have to show that angle. Let us take, this is 1, this is angle 2. Let's see. Here the bisectors of angle C and angle D meet at point O. Okay, then from figure angle 1 is equal to what? Half of angle C, and angle 2 is equal to what? Half of angle D. Okay, half of angle D. So we can write angle C is equal to 2 times angle 1 and angle D is equal to 2 times angle what? 2. Now in triangle COD. Dear student, you know that where the sum of all angles of a triangle is 180. Now we here in that triangle COD we apply the angle sum property of the triangle. Now let's see. Now in triangle COD we have, or we can say that angle 1 plus angle 2 plus angle COD is equal to what? 180. So in this way we can get the value of angle COD is equal to 180 minus the sum of angle 1 plus angle 2. So and just we know that the value of angle COD is equal to, we can write the value of angle COD is equal to 180 minus, we write angle 1 as what? Half of angle C. Okay, and we write angle 2 as half of angle D. Now we take 1 by 2 as common. So we get as what? 1 by 2 in bracket angle C plus angle D. Take equation number 1. So dear student, in this way, after solving some part of that question, we get a relation angle COD is equal to 180 minus half of angle C plus angle D. Now again from figure, let's see. Now again from figure we apply the angle sum property Now again from figure we apply the angle sum property of the quadrilateral. We get. Okay, now let's see. Just one again we apply the angle sum property of the quadrilateral ABCD. Let's see. So we have angle A, and we know that the sum of all angles, we know that the sum of all angles of the quadrilateral is what? 360. So here apply that property. Angle A plus angle B plus angle C plus angle D is equal to what? 360. Now here we find the value of angle C and angle D. Now let's see. We can write angle C plus angle D is what? 360 minus what? 360 minus what? Angle A plus angle B. Take equation number 2. Now what I do, dear students? Dear student, we have to show that angle COD is equal to what? Half of angle A plus angle B. Now here let's see, here the value of angle C plus angle D is 360 minus angle A plus angle B, and here we have a relation angle COD is equal to 180 minus half of 180 minus half of angle C plus angle D. Okay, now dear students, using equation 1 and 2, and we put the value of angle C plus angle D in equation 1. Okay, now let's see. The value of angle C plus angle D is that, so we put in this relation. Now one and 2 we get, let's see, we get as angle COD. We put the value of angle C plus angle D in that equation. So angle COD is equal to what? 180 minus half of, the value of that is what? Let's see, the value of this is what? And 360 minus angle A plus angle B. Bracket close. Now let's see, we simplify that values. Now we get as angle COD is equal to 180 minus, we multiply 1 by 2 in both the parts, there is to minus plus minus, 360 upon 2 minus minus plus half of angle A plus angle B. Now look, here 360 divided by 2 we get 180. So thus we get as angle COD is equal to what? 180 minus 180 plus half of angle A plus angle B. Now let's see, here 180 cancel to each other. So thus dear student, we get as angle COD is equal to half of angle A plus angle B, which is our result. Hence proved. Hence proved. Okay. Thus dear students, in this way we can prove that type of question. This is very important questions and very conceptual questions based on quadrilateral. So dear students, please do more and more practices of that type of question which is based on the quadrilaterals. Now dear students, we are going to discuss about the various types of a quadrilateral. Let's see. Now, your next topic is we discuss about the various types of quadrilaterals. Various types of quadrilaterals. Okay, now we discuss about the various types of quadrilateral. Dear student, in going to discuss that topic, first of all we discuss about the trapezium. Trapezium is also the types of a quadrilateral. Let's see, first of all we discuss about trapezium. Dear student, trapezium is also a types of a quadrilateral in which this is the shape of the trapezium. Suppose that here ABCD is a trapezium. Dear student, the trapezium is also the shape is also a types of the quadrilateral in which two sides are parallel. Here two sides AB and CD are parallel to each other, and which have to it has two parallel sides, one pair of parallel sides and one pairs of non-parallel sides, and two non-pair sides. non-parallel side. Here just AB parallel to CD. Okay, so a quadrilateral having one pair of parallel sides is called a trapezium. Okay, a quadrilateral in which one pair of parallel side, then it is said to be what? A trapezium. Now look, now we discuss about the parallelogram. Let's see. Now we discuss about the parallelogram. Okay, what is the parallelogram? Yes, friends, a quadrilateral is a parallelogram. A quadrilateral is said to be parallelogram if its opposite both pairs of opposite sides are parallel in this way. Okay, suppose that here ABC is a quadrilateral in which AB parallel to CD and AD parallel to BC. Dear student, if AB parallel to CD and AD parallel to BC, AD parallel to BC, then that type of quadrilateral is known as what? Parallelogram. Okay, dear student, parallelogram is also a type of a quadrilateral in which both opposite sides are parallel to each other. So in this way, dear student, we can say that a quadrilateral is a parallelogram if its both pairs of opposite sides are parallel to each other. So this is the concept of parallelogram. Okay, now let's see. Now we discuss about the rhombus. Let's see. Dear friends, rhombus is also a parallelogram. A parallelogram having all sides equal is called rhombus. So rhombus is a type of quadrilateral which is parallelogram. Type of means in rhombus, suppose that ABCD is a rhombus in which AB parallel to CD and BC parallel to AD. So it is so in this way we can say that rhombus is a parallelogram in which all sides are equal. Okay, in rhombus, dear students, AB is equal to BC is equal to CD is equal to DA. This is the concept of rhombus. And one important fact related to rhombus is the diagonals of the rhombus bisect each other at 90 degree. Means one important thing, diagonals AC and BD bisects each other at right angle. Okay, so in this way, this means that angle AOB is equal to angle BOC is equal to angle COD is equal to angle AOD, each equal to 90 degree. Each equal to what? 90 degree. So dear student, this is the concept of rhombus. Okay, so a parallelogram in which all sides are equal and diagonals intersect each other, bisects each other at 90 degrees. So it is called a rhombus. Now let's see. We discuss about the rectangle. Now we discuss about the rectangle. Dear friends, a parallelogram whose each angle is a right angle. Okay, this is a parallelogram whose each angle is a right angle. Is a right angle and opposite sides are also equal. ठीक है, is called a rectangle. Now let's see. This is suppose that here ABCD is a rectangle in which each angle equal to what? Each angle is a right angle, and also the opposite sides of a quadrilateral is also equal to each other. It means that side AB is equal to side CD and side BC is equal to side AD. So rectangle, a parallelogram whose each angle is a right angle is known as what? Rectangle. Now we discuss about square. We discuss about the dear students, square. Square is the types of quadrilateral. It is in which all sides are equal. All sides are equal, and each angle is 90 degree. Each angle is a right angle. So this is the concept of square. Okay, let's see from figure. Let's see here. If ABCD is a square, then each angle means angle A is equal to angle B is equal to angle C is equal to angle D, each equal to 90 degree, and also all sides are equal, means AB is equal to BC is equal to CD is equal to DA. So this is the concept of square. Okay, thus dear students, in this way we discuss about the various types of quadrilateral. We discuss about the trapezium, we discuss about the rectangle, okay, we discuss about the parallelogram, we discuss about the square, we discuss about the rhombus. Now dear student, we discuss about some properties of a parallelogram. Let's see. We discuss about the some properties of a parallelogram. Dear students, in any parallelogram, the most important result is this. In a parallelogram, diagonals divide into two congruent triangles. Opposite sides are equal, opposite angles are equal, and the diagonal bisects each other. Suppose that ABCD, okay, and in which AC and BD are diagonal. Let ABCD is a parallelogram. Then first point, opposite sides are parallel and equal. Okay, opposite sides are parallel and equal. That is, AB is equal to CD and BC is equal to DA. Second one, important thing is that what? Opposite angles are also equal. Opposite angle are equal. That is, angle A is equal to angle C and angle B is equal to angle D. Okay. And one important thing is that diagonal divide into two congruent triangle. If we, and also diagonal bisect each other, means OB is equal to OD and OA is equal to OC. So this is all the important properties related to parallelograms. So dear student, first you revise all the topic which we discussed in that class. After that you can solve each and every questions of your NCERT exercise based on the quadrilateral and the various types of quadrilateral which we discussed in that class. Now dear student, in next class we discuss some important question of that chapter. First you complete your NCERT exercise based on these topics. Okay, thank you.